And also, what would be your exact market gap that you're trying to fit?
There is not very much clean label brand which are available in the market.
What is the operating expenditure for all of this?
The main cost is awareness, going to people, going to marketplace and all of that.
What could be the reasons कि आपका brand fail हो सकता है?
Our cost of raw material rises significantly, but we can't increase our MRP and our margin crunches.
Do you think you are optimally utilizing the resources कि कुछ wastage भी हो रहा होगा?
Outcome आप अभी expected कि 100 kilos में 10 kilo आ ही जाएगा, but sometimes only 8 आता है, तो the cost is again added to this and we can't recover it.
What does success look to you?
Success is like creating an impact in an environment or a era.
What is the profit after tax? So I would love to understand. So what is your TAM, which is the total addressable market, and also what would be your exact market gap that you're trying to fit?
Okay, so our TAM is currently 1150 crore rupees, and in next 5 years it will reach to around 1800 crores in India.
Okay.
And globally it is very big.
Okay.
And second is, I think there is around 25,000 crore market of snacking in India itself.
Okay.
So we are also part of that snacking market. So that 1700-1800 crore rupees in next 5 years is of freeze drying market in India. So that is our niche TAM.
Okay.
And what was your second question?
The second question was, what market gap are you trying to fill?
Okay. So during our research and currently also when we see brands in India, there is not very much clean label brand which are available in the market. And if the brand is really not using any preservative, color or oil, they are not achieving crunch. So these are the two important things which we are solving. So you won't find any preservatives or sugar, color, oils in our product. That is first, and second is still we are achieving crunch.
Okay.
Because crunch is very important in snacking space. If your product is crunchy, then only people are going to buy it on repeat basis.
Correct.
So that is something which we have identified and we are working on it.
So I would also love to understand, so what exactly is the freeze drying process that you're mentioning, and why is it important to have that crunchy in nature?
So freeze drying is a technology where actually we procure the and then we put it in, like bring it back in our warehouse where we actually store it, and then we extract the pulp from the real fruits. After extracting the pulp, we put it in a mold where you as you tasted it, it has the cubes in it, right? So this is where we actually use the pulp. So these fruit pulps are into this mold, and they are then freezed into minus 40 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
In 40 degrees Celsius, it takes around 8 to 9 hours, and then after sublimation process and vacuum drying, the real crunch and the real fruit is created without adding any preservative, sugar or colors, and with retaining all 97% of the nutrition.
Okay.
So this is the whole freeze drying.
So what is the operating expenditure for all of this? Because of course काफी लगता होगा आपको expenditure. So what would be that, and what is the profit after tax, if you could share it?
So as I shared earlier, everything was included in our gross margins. So 40 to 45 was that only.
So in spite of that, you're getting that much. Okay.
So because our main cost driver first is obviously our
Correct.
Product.
Yeah.
Product cost, and second is sampling and marketing and all of that. So after that, the main cost is awareness, going to people, going to marketplace and all of that. And if we do good, I think we can be able to achieve 12 to 15% net after everything.
And what would be one risk factor that is attached to your brand or industry? What are the risks? कि आपको क्या लगता है? How, God forbid, but if it fails, so what could be the reasons कि आपका brand fail हो सकता है?
I will tell you one of the very recent thing.
Okay.
So there is a cylinder and gas supply issues happening worldwide.
Achha.
So our product is very related to all of this. So like we also use gas and all of that too, because heat is also there, then freezing is also there. So gas is used in all of that. And second, the biggest thing is these are our core raw material is fruits.
Yeah.
The supply of fruit is very changeable. The prices and all of this is also changed widely, like rapidly. But because we are building a brand, the MRP is fixed. So at many times it happens that when we do a batch production, our cost of raw material rises significantly, but we can't increase our MRP and our margins crunches. So we also have to deal with all of that. And like demand and fluctuations, all of that we have to cater.
So since it has a lot of supply chain things, do you think you are optimally utilizing the resources कि कुछ wastage भी हो रहा होगा?
There are wastages, and sometimes like the production is not happening how we thought. Maybe like we are doing packaging and all of that. So sometimes due to some mistakes we have to redo things again. But yeah, we are learning it
And
and
sometimes
trying to.
outcome of we expected कि 100 kilos में 10 kilo आ ही जाएगा, but it sometimes only 8 आता है, तो we got, the cost is again like added to
Yeah.
this and we can't recover it.
Because these are natural products, so
Yeah.
you can't exactly identify the amount of moisture in the fruit. So based on that, everything changes.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would love to know a little bit about the team. What would be the team structure, composition?
Okay. So I would say if you are building any brand, so there are majorly three aspects of especially FMCG brand. That's
Okay.
marketing, finance, and distribution. So we are a team of 4, where Sahil heads finance. He looks after every financial thing. I look after marketing, majorly offline marketing. We have one more team member, that's Ruchika Sanchiti. She's again a founder. She looks after social media part, influencer marketing and social media. And the last thing is Jay Singhani. He's again a 4th member. He looks after distribution part, where we are actually trying to expand into a offline retail channel, and
Okay.
he plays a very huge role there.
Okay. So, I don't want to make it very controversial, but I would love to understand why you have 3 males and 1 female in the team. Why not gender equal team?
So there was no such thing when we built our team. So I think more important is the vision of what they want to do. So
Yeah.
it wasn't planned, but all 4 of us met in that entrepreneurship subject only.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's when we decided that because all of us wanted to do something, let's do it together, and our vision matched, and that's how we part a team, do our research, and
Yeah.
then started Frisp.
Okay. Last question I would like to ask you guys. What does success look to you? So, some people would say if I earn 1 crore, 10 crore, 100 crore, what value, or rather, what do you think? Any
For
tangible
me,
thing?
success is like creating an impact in an environment or a era, and secondly, simultaneously creating something of my own.
Okay.
So I don't want. I'm not a person that who can just work somewhere for a few years and then just एक ही same 9 to 5 करके पूरा निकालो and all. I am something I want to build something of my own and establish not just one brand. Eventually scale this Frisp into several segments, not just into a snacking or
Okay.
FMC.
Very well said. Like same for me as well. So no number would be a success, but I think when people know you for your work,
Yes.
that you have built really something good, like people are loving your product because it is really healthy for them, or maybe they are getting something out of it, is when we feel that we are doing good in the market.
And currently itself, some people just approach us in a college, and if we go to some event, like this is very tasty, or like I'm just loving the product. That's a compliment, and that feels like something of my own. Like I have something
Absolutely.
created, something of my own, and actually it is scaling, and people are liking it. So that's a best feeling any entrepreneur could actually get into.
Of course.
So yeah.
Is this biodegradable?
No, like sorry.
Got your answer.
Sorry.
Everything is biodegradable.
Everything is biodegradable. Packaging it has a plastic.
Yeah.
That's a like.
Wonderful. Okay, this is really nice speaking with you guys. I really hope that you get very successful.
Thank you so much, Sourabh.
Thank you so much, guys. It was really nice having this podcast. And please like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.
Thank you
Bye
so
bye.
much,
Okay.
guys.
Okay. Thank you so much for having us.